Thank you all very much for joining us once again. We're going to close with a very important person that was here in this convention in Riverside. Her name is Tina Aldaz, and she brought this book from Telectus to the stock exchange. She's been very successful, and it's an honor to have you in this show, Miss Aldaz. And unfortunately, we got late when you were doing your presentation.
Oh, that's
but
okay.
we know that everybody was putting attention what you said. For the people that they did not have the chance to hear your story, if you can tell us in a brief, what challenge did you face to become a businesswoman, entrepreneur?
Okay, so a couple of things. I did not grow up with a traditional upbringing like in America. Most people have the mother and their father, and they go to high school, and then they go to college. Well, my mother and father were divorced when I was only 9, and there was a lot of domestic violence. We, as a result, were removed from the home, and we lived on welfare, HUD housing, food stamps, every government program. And my mother had problems with alcohol and drugs, and also physical abuse to myself. And then I became emancipated when I was 15 years old because I'm the eldest of 6 children. And I've been working ever since, full-time, and I've helped to raise my brothers and sisters to give them the opportunity for success. And throughout that time of working, I've also learned a lot about managing business, selling products, and merchandising. And I've traveled all around the world. I even lived in New York City. And in fashion, that was my passion. But I really wanted to do something on my own. And that's when I became an entrepreneur.
Now that you've been very successful, what else you want to do it? Because you create this company to help women that you choose,
yes,
that they did not have the confidence. But now that you're an entrepreneur and then you're in the stock market, and what is next for you?
So next, since I've sold this company, I completed my contract. I was supposed to stay on for a certain time in order to run the company. I'm finished. So now I created a new company called Savvy Travelers. It's individually wrapped wipes for women, like beauty wipes, surface wipes, everything that can make our lifestyle is very fast and on the go. So it's just something for convenience. So that's my new venture. I've put all of my money into growing this next company, but I didn't have to start it with investors this time around. And then in addition to that, I've written a book, and I'm trying to help other Latinas and Latinos to understand that nothing can take us down.
How did you define success? Who's a successful person?
I define success by the way that I can help other people achieve their dreams. So, for example, I've created jobs that never existed before. So I give people a chance to work in their dream for their...
Have you ever thought to work in the TV business and the movies, something like that?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, I'm kind of shy, a little bit. I like to be behind the camera, not in front of the camera, so it makes me very nervous. I did co-produce. I invested in 2 movies. One was called Frontera, and also the next one, The Young Messiah, the story of Jesus as a young child.
What happened with those movies?
Those movies are out. They're out, and they've been circulated. They were, marketed.
Did you get the success that you expected from those movies?
No, movies are very difficult to make money, but I did not do that for money. What I did it for, I think, was very successful in my effort to help raise awareness about immigration reform, and also to put people in the place of Mexicans that want to come here for an opportunity like my grandmother did from Chihuahua, Mexico in the 1920s.
Look at that, immigration reform. She is writing books, she's in the stock market, and she likes politics. Immigration reform. Why immigration reform? Why is so important, particularly for you, and you try to spread out the message?
I'm trying to spread the message that less government and more people is what the Republican Party and myself I associate with. Being a child raised on welfare and food stamps and government programs, I didn't feel those programs were run to produce success. However, the private programs that were run actually produce results that are positive, and the statistics are shown. So I want other people to understand that when somebody says, oh, just go let the Mexicans do it, or that's not, I want you to think about what you're saying. We can do anything, but we're here and we deserve the opportunity that everyone else has come here to get.
What will be your message for other women that they haven't had the success that you have had so far? What would you tell them?
I think the most important thing to do for women is find what makes you happy. When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, I don't want to hit it, go, oh God, I don't want to go to work, but I want to hit it and be like, all right, it's a new day, let's go. There's something's going to happen, you know, make a difference.
We know that Latinas, they work so hard. They have 2 jobs, they have kids. I don't know how do they do, but I know women that they work in the fields, picking the crops and doing extra jobs.
Yes.
What is behind that? What is behind that woman that is still going on, they keep going and try to achieve their dreams when they have many kids?
I think there's been a pattern, and we're starting to see things change. The reason and this is only in my family and my experience, my opinion is that a lot of women we're running the families, because in the 40s, in the Zoot Suit riots and all these days, a lot of our men were in prison. So mainly the women have been running the families all along anyway, you know?
I'm going to ask you this question. Sounds dumb question, but I never done a question like this, but forgive me. Why this title, From Stilettos to the Stock Exchange?
So the title of the book, From Stilettos to the Stock Exchange, is because in the very beginning, when I was only 9 years old, I suffered very severe burns on my feet at the beach, and I couldn't walk. I had crutches, and when I moved to New York City to be in fashion, I wanted to wear the high heels like Sex in the City. And so I invented these cushions to make them comfortable, and then I sold the company to this big company, and I watched it being traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's how I went from wearing stilettos and watching it being on the stock exchange.
And now that's why, since you've been in New York, that song from the Old Blue Eyes Men, if you can make it over there, you can make it anywhere.
It's true. It's just like Sinatra said, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
You know that song that says, I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing?
No, I don't know that one.
We're not going to sing tonight, Frank Sinatra, but thank you so much, Miss Aldaz. Congratulations, and keep going with that speeches that you have, because they're very motivational for other women and for other people. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.